Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Sarah Vaughan and jump back in bed for 3 minutes type time with a thing called He's Gone Again. That's a new one by Sassy Sarah on Mercury label.
Announcing the fabulous new 1958 Hercules, America's newest really new car. Dual wheels, cashmere seat covers, 900-pound grill in front. Yes, it's fabulous. Yes, it's fabulous, and is it expensive? Wow! Each year, American cars get bigger and more expensive. Are new cars priced right out of your budget? Are you looking for economy, performance, and beauty at your price? We'll take a look at the Renault Dauphine at Dave Fawcett Import Motors, 2312 Texas. Here is Paris styling, sports car handling ease, economy untouched, and all yours for a really sensible price.
Yes, you can own a new Renault for as little as $395 down and payments as low as $58 per month. And listen to this.
A full 6 months guarantee on the Renault. To really appreciate this new car, take a ride in France's finest, the Renault Dauphine at Dave Fawcett Import Motors, 2312 Texas Avenue, West Texas Sport Car Center.
It's a hit. That's what the KDUB Big Seven say about this next record.
I want you to know I love her so well, and I love her so much. I love to love her in the morning, love her till the dawn, and don't you know?
There he is, rocking and rolling here this morning, old Fats Domino, and his new release for the Imperial people called I Want You to Know, Semester. You know, First Supermarkets offer all Lubbock housewives one-stop shopping service. That's right, one stop. One. You see, because actually, we still got coffee left. First carries nearly everything that you could possibly need for your household, such as groceries and kitchen appliances, dinnerware, glassware, magazines, linens, cosmetics, hardware, household electrical appliances, and drugs. Well, actually, what else could you want for a weekly shopping one trip, you know? And Furs is growing every day to meet your needs even better. Now, the drug department at Furs Supermarkets are coming out with more and more items for your health and beauty. Items that were never dreamed of a few years ago that are yours today at Furs. Now, the orderly, well-lighted shelves without a speck of dust on them let you know that Furs take pride in serving you with the best. And you get Frontier savings stamps with every purchase, double stamps on Tuesday. So enjoy your shopping at Furs. And this is Sniffles here this morning. Our new sound didn't make it, you see, over the weekend. We didn't get rid of the cold like we had previously planned upon, but we hope you'll bear along with us anyway. You are listening to the even newer KDUB, and the new sound around town as you'll be hearing it as we go along here this morning. We better cut out for the news, old partners. This is the even newer KDUB Lubbock, the station that gives you the best and lets the others give you the rest. Time at the electronic tone will be 8 Central Standard Time.
It's 0800 hours, Naval Observatory time. Here from the KDUB News Bureau is the 9th Monday edition of the news. This edition through the courtesy of Ray's Furriers and Cleaners, 243419. Copenhagen. Government sources in Copenhagen say Denmark and Norway both would refuse to accept offers of intermediate-range missiles for their defenses. Such offers are expected to be made during the NATO summit meetings in Paris this month. Those sources said that the two countries also have agreed not to accept any offer of nuclear warheads for short-range U.S. missiles expected to be delivered to them during 1958. Gettysburg. President Eisenhower is scheduled to return to Washington around midday, possibly setting the stage for a brief appearance before his cabinet late this afternoon. Richmond, Virginia. The 62nd session of the American Association of Colleges and Secondary Schools opens during today. One of the problems to be aired is the ouster of 3 Texas Tech professors earlier in the year. That association is recognized as the accrediting agency for schools such as Tech. Lubbock. A 52-year-old suspect is being held this morning as an aftermath of a fatal stabbing in southeast Lubbock about 2 a.m. That victim, John McCoy Nelson, 35, of 1711 Avenue B, died at Methodist Hospital about 4 a.m. Claremont. 1 person was killed, 3 others were injured in a car-truck collision 5 miles west of Claremont late last night. Dead is 37-year-old Howard L. Tierney of 1519 28th Street here in Lubbock. Washington. It may be disclosed later in this day whether President Eisenhower will set in on tomorrow's briefing of the congressional leaders of both parties at the White House. Top congressional Democrats and Republicans will be told what the administration has in mind in the defense and foreign policy fields, with the accent on the forthcoming NATO summit talks. Atlantic City. A 3-day convention of the Vastea Pavel CIO Building Trades opens during this day in the Atlantic area amid speculation that the 3.5 million member group might move to secede from the parent union. Moscow. A spokesman for the Moscow Planetarium says that the rocket, which accompanied the first Russian Sputnik into orbit, would burn out very soon, perhaps tomorrow or the day after. But scientists in this country, Britain and Japan, have expressed the belief that the carrier rocket is already down. Cape Canaveral, Florida. A reliable source at Cape Canaveral, Florida, has indicated that there will be no firings during this day of any of the country's big missiles. The only definite word is that the Vanguard rocket will be fired by Wednesday morning. Big Spring. Officials of the long-delayed proposed Howard County Airport will have final plans and specifications ready for the CAA approval within 1 week. The federal agency has previously approved the master plan for that project. Sports-wise, Abilene Christian College basketballers invade Lubbock tonight for a game with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. That game opens the season for both teams. And the clash of Abilene and Amarillo highlight the Texas schoolboy football schedule during this week as the fight for the 4 state champions enters its quarter round in the finals. The Abilene-Amarillo game is the one that they've all been waiting for. It's the battle that will stop the greatest winning streak in schoolboy history or dash the hopes of Amarillo's Golden Sandies for a return to the high position that they once held. And the 3-time state 4A champion and winner of the 48 straight, Abilene, will probably be the underdog in the game. It's been conceded since the season started that Amarillo had the top team in the state of Texas. That's all the news that is news. Now from Hollywood, Jimmy Fiddler.
This is Jimmy Fiddler, KDUB's exclusive Hollywood reporter, reporting news from Cinemaland to the Eddie Gayle Show. Hollywood may be in for a real blockbuster surprise one day soon, and I do mean an announcement that Nancy Sinatra, Frankie's ex-wife, and Hugh O'Brien, who plays Wyatt Earp on television, are making wedding plans. No one has taken their date seriously, no one, that is, except O'Brien and Mrs. Sinatra. An unimpeachable source tells me that only Nancy's religion is standing in the way of sudden marriage. Producer-director Stanley Kramer is thinking about turning actor. In order to cast Inherit the Wind, he found that he could only get stars by giving away about 70% of the gross of the picture. Kramer said the only way to make money today is to star in his own productions. Now back to our main studio. This is Jimmy Fiddler saying good luck to you, and I do mean you.
Have you ever had clothing to be taken to the cleaners, but just didn't want to take the time to dress for getting out? You know what I mean. Well, that's no longer necessary. Now, Bray's Cleaners and Furriers invites you to use their convenient drive-in service. Just take the clothes you need cleaned by Bray's, 2434 19th Street, and drop them off. You need never leave your car. Bray's offer expert personalized attention on all cleaning. And when the clothes are completed, they're placed in individual plastic bags. Bray's also specialized in alterations and mending. So for cleaning that's really clean, with no odor, why not take your cleaning to Bray's Cleaners and Furriers, 2434 19th. Phone 423-4654 for prompt pickup and delivery service. The number again, 423-4654.
Here's the weather outlook for Plainview, Levelland, Post, Brownfield, Rawls, Lubbock, and vicinity for today. Increasing high clouds and occasionally windy. Continued mild with the highs across the area in the 60s. Lubbock's high about 65 degrees. West to southwesterly winds are from 10 to 25 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly fair. Little change in the temperature. Windy at times with the lows across the area in the 20s. Lubbock's low 25. Southerly winds tonight at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, clear to partly cloudy and cooler with the highs across the area in the 50s. Lubbock's high 56 degrees. Conditions will remain mostly favorable for outside operations for the next few days with dry weather continuing. KDUB 8:05 weather, cloudy skies, high thin broken clouds. Now above the KDUB Weather Center, 24 degrees our present reading. West-southwesterly winds at KDUB at 10 miles an hour. Relative humidity now 83%. That's the weather and the news as compiled 24 times daily by the KDUB News Bureau with the largest news staff in Lubbock Radio. This edition through the courtesy of Ray's Furriers and Cleaners, 2434 19th Street. Next edition of the news in 55 minutes brought to you by Hub Laundry, 2107 19th.
On his way.
Yeah.
Eddie Gayle is here to play.
Please
All your favorite records without delay. It's the Eddie Gayle Show.
That it is, the Eddie Gayle Show, and deeper into the jungle we go here this morning on the third and final stage of saying.
Such loving, such loving, such loving, baby, 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 loving. Such loving, such loving, such loving, baby.
There to go, fading into the background there, the Dubs and a thing called Such Lovin', Such Lovin'. Be sure and stay tuned for Grandpa's special feature coming up in this half hour of the groovy goings-on of the Gayle gig here on the Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tail Monday morning. We have cloudy skies, actually high, thin, broken clouds, if you want to just get right down to it. 24 degrees the current temperature this morning.
Here's a bulletin from KDUB's Round-the-Clock News Bureau, Gettysburg. The latest medical announcement on President Eisenhower once more tells of excellent progress in his recuperation from his mild stroke of 1 week ago. The report strengthens the prospect that Eisenhower may be able to take part in an afternoon cabinet meeting that is scheduled for today in Washington. He's returning to the Capitol later today. Stay tuned to the Times with KDUB, returning you now to the Eddie Gayle Show.
Here's income protection information for you from J.W. Chapman & Sons, insurance specialists. The man of the house wouldn't be without fire insurance to protect his investment in his home. He protects his automobile with insurance. He insures his legal liability through one or more policies. The same man's income, however, over the next 20 years may represent a financial item of from $100,000 to $200,000 or more, and therefore is of paramount importance to him and to his family. When a man's income stops because of a disabling injury, his expenses, of course, will continue. Where does he get the money to meet the mortgage, the car payment, to buy food and clothing for his family? Well, it can come from an income protection program of insurance through J.W. Chapman & Sons. Right now, probably the least likely thing you can imagine happening to yourself is a disabling injury. However, in this day and age when we all seek to obtain maximum security, we need that extra protection, income protection, available from J.W. Chapman & Sons. Swift 94321.
Swift 94321. Back there a little ways ago were the Dubs and the flip side of their current hit tune, which I believe it's Could This Be Magic? Let's check and see here. Yeah, Could This Be Magic by the Dubs. We played the other side called Such Lovin'. We have 12 minutes now after 8 o'clock and still got a cold. We couldn't get our new sound around. We tried to get a new sound for Monday, but it just didn't work. We tried every possible cure and some that weren't even possible. You know, shop Dollar Days and save at the Vogue Dress Shop. Now, they've made special efforts to bring you outstanding Dollar Day buys. For example, the Vogue's entire stock of long coats, many new arrivals, are special priced values $48 to $85, now $39.99. And the regular $69.95 to $89.95 coats priced at $53.99. Now, a special purchase of $75 value coats are yours for $59.99. Now, the Vogue's entire stock of late arrival suits is also on sale. Values to $79.95 are yours for $39.99, and suits formerly marketed at $85 are Dollar Day buys at $49.99. Special Dollar Day purchases include beautiful stoles in white, black, pink, and blue. Regular values to $7.95. They're on Dollar Day special at $2.99. Now, another Dollar Day bargain includes a group of Dacron blouses in solids and prints. Values to $9.95. They're on sale for $2.99. Now, there are only a few days of these great values, so go by the Vogue now. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the big dollar days, during which you can shave yourself a hunk of money, dear. You can scrounge up lots of shekels at the Vogue Dress Shop, 1113 Avenue J. And you're listening to the new sound around town on KDUB as we get on the road here this morning with Shelly Mann and his friends.
She dined, wherever she danced. All eyes were on the girl with the Oreen of Lubbock hairdo. Her coiffure was the new Siren Lift, now being styled by Charles at Oreen of Lubbock Hair Fashion Salon, 1408 Avenue Q. If you think you're not the Siren type, just wait until you see yourself in one of the new Siren Lift coiffures. This new hair fashion actually harks back to an exciting magic as old as Eve's and as alluring as a siren song. Ask for the new Siren Lift at Porter 55036, the original and only Oreen of Lubbock Hair Fashion Salon, right across from the American State Bank at 1408 Avenue Q.
We had Shelly Mann and his friends back there a ways ago, tunes from the hit show musical My Fair Lady. Shelly Mann and a real fine group there. Don't forget, we'll have Grandpa's special feature coming up here very shortly on the groovy goings-on of the Gayle gig. You know, wise grocery shopping is done by keeping several things in mind. First, it's smart to deal with a store that has true convenience in saving stamps. Now, that's a store where you can redeem the stamps as you shop. Also, it's smart to shop at a store that has fresh, good quality food at prices designed to please you. In other words, it's wise to shop at Brooks Supermarket, 224 Avenue H. Now, Brooks gives double stamps on Tuesdays, their own stamps, by the way, good for merchandise right in the store. Now, Brooks carries well-known brands of food, and the vegetables at Brooks are fresh daily. Their prices? Well, judge for yourself. To give you an example of White Swan coffee, 79 cents. Country-style sausage, hot or mild, 3 pounds for $1. And sugar-cured picnics, 4 to 8 pound average, 35 cents a pound. Be wise, shop early in the week, and shop at Brooks Supermarket, 224 Avenue H. About one record from right now. We'll have Graham's special feature this morning on the groovy goings-on of the Gayle Tap gig here on the even newer KDUB.
Here's the record picked by the Big Seven as the sleeper of the week.
You're the greatest. You're the loving end.
For the high, bright tones like a bird's call, the U.B. Blake Record Center at 2401 34th Street has these RCA Hi-Fi Victrolas as low as the $73.50 Mark 11. There's an extra special treat for you when you pay cash. Ask UV about BBC.
We have 23 minutes now after 8 o'clock, and presently the temperature with cloudy skies, 24 degrees in the KDUB Weather Center. And you're listening to the even newer KDUB, the new sound around town you'll be hearing as we go along this morning. This is the Gayle gig, the old stormy one, the Kleenex Kid, up and at 'em here on a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed
And
Monday.
now an exclusive interview with two radiators.
What's your trouble, man? You look as though you've gone your last mile.
It's so light. The joker that owns this car takes no interest whatsoever in radiators. He thought he'd save money by adding the antifreeze himself. Now you can see the mess I'm in. Nearly all the antifreeze is leaked out and it's cold. I freeze and nearly crack and, oh, I could go on for hours.
Say, you do have it bad. Now, take the guy who owns this car. He's what I call smart. He had the antifreeze added at Bill Grew's service station, corner 34th and Hartford. Yes, the owner of that first car is smart. Bill Grew sells guaranteed humble antifreeze protection. Before filling, the entire cooling system of your car is checked for leaks. Even the radiator cap is checked for pressure buildup. Then when the cooling system is set at the proper level with antifreeze, you get a written guarantee against loss of fluid. Guaranteed against such things as fan blade cutting the radiator, cracked block, or hose leaks. Remember, you might save on the cost of antifreeze by installing it yourself at home. But suppose you lose the antifreeze. Replacement can be mighty expensive. So play it smart and depend on Bill Grew Humble Service Station, corner 34th and Hartford.
You know, Grandpa has been real faithful around here, around these kilocycles, and actually never got a bit of his own, I guess you'd call it. So now, sure enough, we decided over the weekend, and starting with the news sound around town, to give Grandpa a special feature every morning. Grandpa, what are you going to call your part of the show?
Well, let's see, I thought I'd call it Gramps Gig.
No, you can't call it Gramps Gig. This is the Gayle gig, you see. You don't want to copy. You have to think something else.
Well, let's see, let's call it Gramps Bit.
Gramps Bit. Okay, we'll call it Gramps Bit. Anything you want me to do, or do you want to just take over, or what?
Well, if you'll start that record there, I'll do the rest.
Well, we'll sure start the record for you. Here we go with Gramps Bit.
Pretty poems on Gramps Bit. Our poem for today is called This World. This world that we're living in is mighty hard to beat. You get a thorn with every rose, but ain't the roses sweet?
Runs on as the Gayle gig at 27 minutes after 8. Grandpa one of these days really whopped right in the game. We got a honking mic switch here this morning and a honking nose. We're about a couple of minutes here away from weather vane time.
Furs Supermarkets offer all Lubbock housewives one-stop shopping service. Furs carries nearly everything that you could need for your household. Groceries, kitchen appliances, dinnerware, glassware, magazines, linens, cosmetics, hardware, household electrical appliances, drugs. Well, what else could you want on your weekly shopping trip? And say Furs is growing every day to meet your needs even better. The drug departments at Furs Supermarkets are coming out with more and more items for your health and your beauty. Items that were never dreamed of a few years ago are yours today at Furs. The orderly, well-lighted shelves without a speck of dust let you know that Furs take pride in serving you with the very best. And you get Frontier savings stamps with every purchase. Double stamps on Tuesdays. Enjoy your shopping at Furs.
It's the best in radio. 1-3-4 rock, roll, sweet and slow. KDUB, music was a lady too. KDUB cured your blue. Lost my heart to radio. 1-3 free for all. In Lubbock.
There you go, and you're listening to the Even Newer KDUB with the new sound around town here on a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed Monday.